James.
Brett, good evening. Yemeni diplomats tell Fox News they believe these claims of responsibility that have been issued for these horrific bombings by ISIS, even as the White House, at least for now, is reserving judgment. Survivors spoke of lakes of blood after two suicide bombers struck a Shiite-controlled mosque in Yemen's capital Sanaa, and a second pair struck a second Shiite mosque across town in coordinated blasts targeting worshippers at Friday prayers.
They used the chaos and the vacuum to enter the mosque in the middle of prayer and blow us up a second time.
At least 137 people were killed, close to 400 injured, scores of children among the victims. A group identifying itself as the Yemeni branch of ISIS claimed credit online, and Yemeni officials took that seriously, chiefly because the terrorist group usually active in this theater, Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, or AQAP, formally denied responsibility for the attack, and typically takes pains, these officials said, to prevent civilian casualties.
There is not at this point clear evidence of a operational link between these extremists in Yemen and ISIL fighters in Iraq and Syria. A similar thing could be said about the claims of ISIL's role in the attack in Tunisia earlier this week.
Yemen has been racked by internal strife since the onset of the Arab Spring, but the fighting grew acute in recent months when Iranian-backed Shi'ite rebels, the Houthis, seized control of Sanaa and deposed President Abdo Rabbo Mansour Hadi, whom Washington still insists is Yemen's legitimate leader.
A civil war would be a terrible development for Yemen, but that's why we believe it's essential for all the parties and groups to avoid unilateral actions, to avoid violence.
With AQAP reportedly seizing a southern provincial capital, however, and executing Hadi loyalists on the spot, civil war appears a very real prospect.
And the problem in the country is that the rise of terrorism in concert with the government, which fell very quickly, is that you've now got this sort of perfect storm of nightmare conditions.
Yemeni officials told me today's bombings were the worst mass casualty attack in the country's modern history, and that the only foreign governments still maintaining a presence in Sanaa, Brett, are a handful of Arab allies, the Russians, the Chinese, and, you guessed it, the Iranians.
Okay, James, thank you.